Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I have something exciting today because we're actually going to be sewing something that is not for my business. It's for me. Today I'm going to be trying out Helen's closet pattern, which is one of the very few indie designer patterns that come in my size. So some of her patterns go up to a 30, 0 to 30 in like in sewing pattern sizes, which are different than in-store sizes. Just like when you go from store to store, your size changes. Your size will change a bit based on who you're purchasing them from. So always take your measurements first and compare them to their size chart. But she's recently started doing up to a size 34 US in some of her patterns, and some they're kind of getting slowly changed over. So I got the Jackson style, which is a t-shirt and pullover sweatshirt pattern. In all honesty, I could design this by myself, no problem, but I don't want to do that. I want to test out her pattern. The pattern was not that expensive, but if you compare it to like one of the big three patterns, kind of expensive. And with it being in US dollars, the conversion is what really sucks. It also does require a printer and a lot of paper, or you can take it to a copy shop and get it printed on like large scale paper. You get both versions of that. And now I printed out just my size, so I'm going to do the size 34, which is bigger than the size I normally wear. I wear anywhere between a 28 and a 32, but I want a really oversized t-shirt. Super loose, and if this pattern and I like it, if it works out, I will probably do it in like an extended version, so I have a t-shirt dress, because I'm looking for like a knee-length t-shirt dress and like a midi t-shirt dress with like side slits that's oversized. Like I just basically just like want to be a big blob in my t-shirt dress, so I'm hoping that this will work. And I would love to try out the sweatshirt pattern, but it's not right now. So we're gonna do the t-shirt. I think I'm gonna do view A, which is a little more cropped, which is sort of the style I've been going for lately. All of my jeans are high-waisted, all my pants are high-waisted, so I'm gonna wear them high-waisted and have a cropped shirt. It's not super cropped, it's just like at your natural waist as opposed to going all the way to your butt. There is a really intense instructions, and like everything you need is in here, essentially. I tried to print this like double-sided, but I don't think my printer got the memo. I will link to this pattern in the description, so go and purchase it from her. Indie designers need our support, and purchasing from them when they make larger sizes just shows that it encourages them to make the larger sizes more often. Wow, it's been a really long time since I've used a store-bought pattern, so this will only need 4 pattern pieces. But to find it, the next task is to take all of this and tape it together. Okay, so I've been cutting and taping, mostly taping, for the last like 2 hours. And I'm really glad I was paying attention to what I was doing, because I almost taped together the entire pattern twice. Got about halfway done the second one. Don't know why I printed out 2. And considering I only need 4 pattern pieces total, I wondered why the hell it was taking so long. Anyways, I now have my sleeve. When it's together, it will look like this, and then this will get folded up underneath, right? So that looks about right. I have my neckband, which needs to be cut on the fold. It'll go around the neck of the t-shirt. Then I have the front and the back. They are cut on fold. So we've got, this is the back, and then this is the front. When I was cutting it out, I made sure when I was going through the PDF to, her patterns allow you to print it out just the layer with your size that you want, which is very helpful actually, because it's much less messy. Now if you're between 2 sizes and you are gonna kind of like grade up and down in certain places, you can put both sizes on, and then you can just connect the lines. That's also an option. So the next step is cutting the fabric. Let's see, I don't even know what I'm going to use. I got this at the thrift store, but I'm not sure if it's wide enough. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I got this like orange really, I'm not sure if orange is my color or not, but I hope there's enough. Ooh, it might be tight. But I got it at the thrift store. I also got mauvey color, which there's obviously a lot more of, and it's like a ribbed knit, so it's super stretchy side to side. So I'll see which one fits. Like, I hope the orange one, because I would like to use this one for a dress, if I can. Yeah, and I got these both at the thrift store, which is nice because people donate fabric all the time to the thrift store, and I feel like people don't really think of the thrift store as a place to get fabric, and it can be really good and cost effective, because this was probably, I don't know, $20 or $30 worth of fabric, depending on like where it was purchased. But if it was purchased at like Fabricland, it could have been, you know, $10 to $15 a meter. At this point, my brother decided to come and hang out with me while I cut everything out. So I had to speed this up and mute it because we were not talking about anything that is fit for consumption of the internet. You know, brothers. Okay, so I need to do something special to make room, because my fabric wasn't quite wide enough to cut the sleeves by like 1 inch, which is infuriating. So because this is a tubular fabric, I cut down one side and I'm gonna fold it the other way, and I cut the section off that I needed, and we're gonna match up the fold. Just gonna pin this down. This tray, okay, while it's also full of dust, is the best thing I've ever gotten for keeping my pins. It's actually something my grandpa picked up for me from Princess Auto, and I've had it for years and years. He got one for my grandma when she was still alive, as well, and I, you know, heart-eyed emoji'd it and was like, oh my god, that's genius. I'm definitely not one of those people who likes like the little pin cushion things, I will miss and just stab myself, so I don't like that. And so he got it for me. I wish the Canon G7X, any of them, would record for more than 25 minutes at a time. It would be really handy. But you know what? I can't have everything, can I? This project is incredibly easy to sew, cut, put together, do all of it. I did it in about 3 hours total from beginning to end, and it was super, super easy. Highly recommend, definitely give it a try. And now for the finished product. I love how the top fits, where it sits on my arms. I like the length of it. I really like the color, surprisingly. I didn't think I would. It's super easy to wear. It goes with anything I need it to. Definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. Again, it was really easy to sew, and it's also really easy to use. This will become a staple pattern for me for sure, where I make more than one in every color I have and in multiple different lengths. I can't wait to try out the sweatshirt pattern next.